Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So on this week's Geeky News, we're going to talk about the brand new version of Android and Opera being available as in Ubuntu Snap. So let's go ahead and start with the big piece of news, and that is Android 9.0 or Android Pie has officially been released. And specifically, it's available on the Pixel phones and some other models like the OnePlus, and shortly it'll be available on Samsung devices and LG devices as well. And so the biggest changes here are, once again, not really anything major in terms of visual changes, but it's mostly under the hood and more user focus, primarily using artificial intelligence. Now, the one place that you will see a big visual change is in the way the app switching works. And so currently, for most people who use Android, they're used to the vertical Rolodex way. So you would just vertically swipe through all your apps, multiple apps at the same time, and that's how you would do your app switching. So the new way they're going to use is very similar to what Apple already used on their iOS devices, and that's basically the horizontal one app approach. And so you could basically swipe left and right and see one app at a time. Now, there's definitely benefits and disadvantages to doing it this way. The obvious first benefit is that it makes it simpler, and so you only have one app at a time. And secondly, it's more of a visual appearance, and so it's going to look better, it just look prettier. But the disadvantages are you could only go through one app at the time. So if you have a lot of apps open, it could be annoying to constantly be switching. And so, yeah, if you're an Android user, you probably won't like that too much. But if you are from the whole Apple iOS world, you'll be right at home. And the second biggest change, and this is probably where we'll see the most improvements, is in the area of the notification and also with app switching. And these kind of work the same in terms of the actual improvements. And this all has to do with artificial intelligence. Because now the notification and app actions area, they will actually learn how you use your phone. And then based upon that, it will recommend a variety of different notifications there. Some of it might disable. And then in terms of your whole app actions, if you use certain types of apps in a certain way very regularly, then Android will automatically provide you with recommended actions. And so for example, if you use an app every day to do webinars, right, then more than likely it will suggest that app. And also in terms of app actions, it might allow you to have shortcuts to actually start and schedule meeting all at once, so something like that. And so that way it's very tailored towards your user experience. Now, another area that they are adding more AI is in this whole new thing called digital well-being. And so this is something that Apple iOS is doing as well. So from what it's going to do here, it's going to actually look at your whole usage of your phone, and it's going to make suggestions on how you could use your phone less, which is kind of funny that you now need an AI to tell you to not use your phone 24 hours a day. But for some people, they might need that. Now, I'm not sure how effective this is going to be, but hey, it's there. And then other things, I think it's more under the hood. There wasn't really anything there that was big or stand out, except for one thing that Google has been working on, and it's called Project Treble. And what they're trying to do here is, something they've been working on a long time, is trying to keep everybody on at least the latest version of Android, to reduce the fragmentation. And there's many other reasons and benefits for doing that. And obviously, since Android isn't just one phone manufacturer, it's way more complex. And so the last time they tried to do this was with their Android One program. And before that, it was Android Next. It didn't really work out too well. So we'll see how that goes. But other than those things, there isn't really much else, in terms of major visual changes. In terms of things that you could probably see visually, it's probably little touches, here and there. Being a little cleaner, animations are smoother, just refining everything. And it's still pushing forward with Google's material design, which they've been pushing forward throughout all their products for years now. So that is Android Pie in a nutshell. So next up, we have Opera being available as in Ubuntu Snap. And so I don't know how many people use the Opera browser, but obviously there's enough people to produce this. So an Ubuntu Snap is basically a containerized way of delivering applications. And so that means a lot of the dependencies that you need, it's all right there in the actual Snap file itself. So what that allows you to do is run this same program in a variety of different Linux distributions without having to worry about compatibility issues. Okay, so this is a pretty big thing, and Ubuntu has been pushing the Snap program here recently, I think for a few years now. And so this will basically get towards something that Java has been trying to do for a very long time, and Java was basically write once, run anywhere. And so as we've actually evolved, we have web technologies that do a lot of that already, but it's still not quite there yet. So with this whole Snap version of Opera, you'll be able to run this application on multiple distributions and versions of Linux. So whether it's Debian, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, which is all Debian based, or if it's something like Fedora, Red Hat based, RPM files, Arch, those will all run under this one same Ubuntu Snap file. So that is definitely a benefit. And this isn't the first big application that's been released. As a matter of fact, the Windows PowerShell was already available as in Ubuntu Snap. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing more applications take advantage of this. And so those are basically the geeky news that we've had this week. The biggest one being Android 9, Android Pie, and then the other one being the brand new version of Opera in an Ubuntu Snap. So if you had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.